Okay. And I've got to do all my checklist to make sure that I've got all of my opals sorted out. So I've got to zip up my coat because it's getting really cold out here, and life is, well, cold. Hang on, just put the zipper in. I feel like a 5-year-old when I'm putting my coat on nowadays. Oh, there we go. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. So I found some of my sheets and stuff. I thought I'd do some other things, but like I think time's gotten ahead of us, so I think I have got to go and just get cracking on this live stream as it is. This is me today. Brrr, freezing cold. But that's okay. So let's just do the checklist, make sure we've got everything right. We've got opals, check. We've got the drinky poo, excellent, check. What a wonderful thing to be drinking at 1 a.m, but you know, keeps you going. The chocolate, check, excellent. Cheesy intro. Welcome everybody to this wonderful thing. There you go, check. All right, we've done it all. So let's get cracking, hey? So, what have we got today? Well, we've got Opal. Let's zoom in and we'll have a look at our victims for today. I don't want to be cut, I don't want to be cut. Yes, you do. All right. So, I've got this bad boy here. Let's have a look at him. Look at, oh man. Don't look at my finger. All right, so you're just going to have to trust me. I know which one this one is. We take this cap off and we'll have a look. I have a suspicion that this one's going to be better than it looks here, because I've been spending a little bit of time examining these opals, so all of them are going to be good. But I actually remember expressed details about all of them now. Well, these ones anyway, because I only just went through them about 10 minutes ago. I'm actually pulling out a few so that we can keep this whole merry charade going. Maximum cheese. All right, here we go. Cracking, hey? Well, it means get going where I am. There we go, have a look at that bad boy. Ooh, yeah. Now, it'll be quite tough to cut, but we can see an awful lot of potential in that guy. We've got this one here. Now, this is naturally an off-cut from quite some time ago. Thank you for the hearts and the likes, yes. By the way, everyone, this is the Opal guy, and he knows what he's talking about. So, this one, it's actually been one I've been holding back for a little while. It's a bit difficult to cut because it's got that thing in it, but I think... Anyway, sorry, the Opal guy has just distracted me with his extreme knowledge of what cracking is. Good. So there we go. There's some nice opal there too. Num 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 num. Okay, here we go. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Yee. This one also is going to be tough. A lot of these ones are tough opals to cut, but they're pretty, but they're tough. Yeah, they're all quite nice. I've been spending a little bit of time just looking around because recently I've just been running around. My garage collapsed, so I have had to do some fixer-uppering and stuff. Look at that bad boy. Yee. Okay. This guy will be just as good. Just don't know where. Oh, we've already done him. All right. So we've got a bit of a wild card here. This one doesn't seem to have any colour, no appearance of colour, but we don't know for sure. Sometimes when you just go zooming into the middle there, you end up with something awesome. So that's what we're going to do with that bad boy. Well, we'll see. We don't have a lot of time. This is another one which is a maybe, maybe not opal. So I've tried to make sure that we've got all bases covered. Bit of surprise. We won't know if we get a good opal out of this one or not. The other ones, we're assuming we're going to get good opals, but you never know. So That's the way we're going to be playing this game. And hopefully with an absence of obscene words such as the cracking. Oh, did you just say that? Yeah, I did. I know, I'm filthy. Now, okay. We've got this one. This one's a little bit... that yellow is, believe it or not, a pH meter that I sliced up. But, yeah, we'll see what's underneath there. There's a nice little bit of blue sitting around here. Hopefully what we're going to be doing here is essentially extracting the sand from the opal. This is not meant to be. It is lightning ridge, but it may as well be. It's quite fragile. I think this is the second half of the same coin. So we'll see if we get around to that. I won't be surprised if we don't do that one. These two. There's a few around which are just reshaping. So this guy here has got some nice traits somewhere. Or are you just being... I'm not doing that one because it's decided not to be a show pony. So you're off the list, mate. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you weren't wearing any shoes, were you? No. Sorry, it was... They try to negotiate, honestly. Well, second like. Thank you, guys. Let's see if we can spot it. There it is. There's your colour. Right, do you know what the cool thing is? I haven't put the colour enhance on yet. Bing! Colour enhance. And there we go. We've got our enhanced colour. Now, hopefully that colour... yeah, it does. It goes through. So, for this guy, the game plan, is literally... slice through that bit there. Even though it is colourful, I like to keep them the same thickness. I could go there, but I don't think that's good. Yep. Yep. They're going to crack up. Water, check. So, now that our happy little opal cutter is started up, the opal will be less happy. I think it's just the safe thing to do to cut through there. I would not be surprised if there's cracking going through there. I said it again. Oh, hello, Everton. Sorry. Just been talking about opals and cracking. Oh, I said it again. Oh, man. I've got to make a swear jar here. Okay, here we go. Just putting the opals in the middle of the frame. That'll do. For whatever reason, it's a bit higher than usual. That's okay. Let's do it. Somebody put a snake in my boot. Don't know about my parents, but Mexican jumping opal. Just going to cut the straw a bit more. Try streaming now, Max. Oh, all right. Oh no! Run away! I'll bet the daughter unit is around. That's the problem. So let's have a look what we've got left. We still have this. What I might do is just carefully take off that and see if we've got anything that we can work with. I might just nip that corner off because it's really not worth it. I know it looks like I'm cutting a lot of opal off, but realistically I'm actually saving a hell of a lot of opal. presuming they're supposed to do it right. As you can see, sometimes it goes a little bit wrong. Whee! Shadow Central here. I was always going to do that though. That's why I was working on it. And that's not the opal I was cutting. I just did a bait and switch. It fell down here. It's obviously gone down here somewhere. Is this it? Don't think so. Here it is. So I will be doing this one next. Just have a look at it. Hang on. That'll be a fun one to do. But we'll do this one at the moment. Just looking at the optics of the opal. The Dremel prone to run away from you a bit. It's a bit of a dicey manoeuvre doing delicate cuts. Sometimes you get this effect where you cut off all the nasty bits and you're left with a nice bit of opal except it's got no colour on it. I'm worried about that at this point in time. So I think we're going to be alright, but we're going to have to be patient before I work it all out. Right. So this is the surface. It's not going to look like anything at the moment, but it's going to be okay. So I just looked at it under the light that you can't use as a YouTube viewer because access is restricted. No, it's just because it won't work. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it's going to be okay. It's just I'm not going to be able to show you much. We're looking at maybe 0.75 of a carat, I reckon. And it's quite small, so oh, hello there. Mighty Slaw. That sounds either Polish or Hungarian. Have I just made an ass of myself? Oh no, ass is okay, isn't it? It's just cracked. Oh, I said it again. Remember, you're from the deep north, aren't you, Opal guy? can see some pretty handy dandy opal just doing its thing. What I'm doing here is just flatten it out. It's quite a thick opal hip point front, so that's good. It means it's really going to be, might even be a carat, because it's a bit thicker than you'd expect. And it might, you know, have a lot of coloritude. That's definitely not a made-up word. It's totally in the dictionary. You just don't know, you don't have the most modern dictionary and stuff. Definitely didn't just make that word up. Here we go. Opal with high coloritude. Now the fun one. Check this guy out. There it is. Ta-da! Now the fun will be, is that the only place where the colour is going to present itself? If that's the case, well, it might be on a hiding to nothing. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. What I'm doing is I'm just stabilising the face, which means taking all of the curves off it, but also there's a risk that you're taking the face off. So far so good. Now I've done that, I'm going to have a look at the rest of the opal, see what we can do with it. Now this is turning out to be quite an interesting opal. I'll show you what I mean in a second. What I might have to do is cut through that groove there. Don't want to. But there's, yeah, have a look. On the other side there's also a little bit of damage. So basically I'll end up shortening it anyway. So may as well do it now and have some fragments to play with later on. You'll note that I am being extra cautious this time around because I'm aware of the value that I'm playing with here. This is a Cooper Pedy stone, so it doesn't command the same kind of prices as a Lightning Ridge stone gets, but it's a nice stone nonetheless, and ultimately it's decorative value that people go for. So if you get a nice bright Cooper Pedy stone, it might eclipse a Lightning Ridge black opal. With everything but reputation. And as you can see, I'm hacking very gently into it. I'm definitely not anxious to turn this one into a bit of crap. I knew it was going to go jumping. Here's the fragment. Might be able to do something with that later. Here is the remainder, kept intact, looking beautiful. So let's just clean up the back of it. Always nerve-wracking because you know there's sand there and you're wondering how far it's going to go. Sometimes the back becomes the front, just depending. Alright, my goodness. Beautiful little stone. I'll tell you what we've got so far. There's that inclusion there, that might go away. But around it is an awful lot of nice coloured opal. So let's flip it around, got more nice coloured opal. So we've really got some decisions to make here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to carve the side in, see if we can actually create some more width. Success. carve that off. No, it seems like a waste, but ultimately better. Manuel Maggi, how you doing, mate? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in this side and this side only, just to make the thicknesses line up. And hopefully in the process of doing that, there's an inclusion there which I can get rid of. Two birds with one stone, so to speak. So this is what we've got in the back so far. That inclusion is still there, but it's going. So I'll just very quickly bring it in, so to speak, and then we'll worry about. I'm guesstimating at the moment this is about a carat. This is about 1/5 of a gram, with 27 or 28 grams to the ounce. So figure it out yourself. Not much of an ounce, basically. And I don't know what it is in quartz, because opals aren't made of quartz. Da, 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 da. Okay. Very carefully taking some corners down. Now bring my seat in a bit because I'm really wanting this precision right now. So bear with me 1 second whilst I adjust my accoutrements. Yeah. Good. My accoutrements nearly went flying. Here goes. All right. Whoa, nearly did it. It flicked up and I managed to get off the damaged train just in time. Here we go. All right. Now, having done that, this side is the side I want to do because it's so sparkly shiny. Have a look at that. So sparkly shiny, sparkly shiny. So we're going to do that. Let's go yoik, yoik, yoik. Hopefully we retain some sparkly shiny spark. I think we are definitely moving into diminishing returns with the more blunt instruments now. I never thought I'd be able to accurately cut an opal from behind a fish tank with all sorts of stuff. It's amazing how quickly you get used to all the constraints. So, just on the back here, we just got to straighten it up. Oh, that feels like sacrilege going to that much opal on this thing. But it survived it. I will survive. I will survive. Hello, Manuel. I think we've already done that, haven't we? Oh, 4 likes already. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Okay, so check out this little bad boy. Not a bad little opal. Double-sided, but we're not going to worry about that. There you go. That's the real kicker. I might even just try and face it towards here a bit, just to make it a little bit better. See if that works. The juice of the joke is that ruined everything. There we go. I don't think it ruined everything. It did the opposite. Made it much, much better. So there we go. Oh, 5 likes. The likes are climbing high tonight. So thank you, guys. Nice little opal, that one. Okay, so this one might rate highly on the Fantasticometer as well. It's just a little bit difficult to manage. So we'll see how we go. I'm just going to try and find, there's some of the colour for you. We've got several approaches that we can use. The safest and most conservative approach is, of course, to slice it up into manageable sections, because we've got some sections here that are obvious. That's probably what I will be doing. But there are other options available. I'm just going to look at it with my own eyes. Very Darth Vader-esque. Just for once, I want to look on you with my own eyes. So yeah, there's a crack here, but all of this area here, you can't see it, but it's just absolutely brimming with colour. So, what will I do? Just going to have a look. Well, it's obvious that more than likely, this side is going to be the back, so I've flattened that out already. What does that do? There are definitely signs of life down the bank. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I'm just going to try and make that happen again. That was pretty cool. There's a definite red glow that happened right on the corner, right where that divot is actually. We can see it down here too. So maybe we'll just carve that down a bit, see what happens. I'm just trying to gently get rid of all of... There's another glimmer. Okay, there's glimmers happening all over the place here. And this is the reverse side. This isn't the side that I was thinking of facing. So we're looking good for the time being. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm faced with a dilemma of which face to cut and all that sort of stuff. And so I'm cutting the essentials, the bits which I know won't yield opal and will make the stone less valuable. So for the time being, I'm contenting myself with just getting rid of the unwanted bits. But soon enough, I'm going to have to make a decision on which side, whether to slice it in half, all those kinds of things. So here's my dilemma. That is a nice chunk of opal just on the side there. It travels like that. I could attempt to slice it and just try and keep the opals like that. Or I could slice this section off, continue the slice basically, which is what logic would dictate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this side in, which is basically chickening out on the decision for the time being. apparently the chicken was from Mexico. Now, here we go. We've got a very interesting situation here. That white, it's not sand, it's actually pot, but it's probably discontinuous with the opal. So yeah, you can see even a crack in there. So that has to go. Okay, so not fun. I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see my thought process as I'm doing it. Retouch is off. We don't want retouch off. There we go. So now you can see my thought process as I'm going. Well, you can't see my thought process. You can see the opal as I'm thinking about it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. So that corner's going. That means that that corner's going. And that means that that line is getting extended, and probably that's going. Do it right, you have a good opal. Do it wrong, you have essentially very expensive dust. About this time they put in the tension music. Will he break the opal? And quite frankly, I don't know, because it's not one of those shows. I don't design the outcome. It's like one of those reality shows, except it's actual reality. Okay. This is definitely going to be a headache. I'm going to have to cut it through it. I don't want to. Sorry, buddy. It's okay, I forgive you. Ah! So if I just score across there, I think we're going to do okay. Now, I'm not going to say cutting opal is easy, it's not. At the same time, I don't know what you're seeing. If you're thinking this is looking complicated, it is a little bit complex, but it's not beyond the pale. You can actually do this. Anyone can do this. Certainly not trying to throw shade on Opal Guy, saying just ask Opal Guy, but the thing is, this is a learnable skill. That's what I'm trying to say. Just gonna pop some more lines in here. There's a line in here. Okay, so now we're starting to understand how the soap is going. Certainly is going in little nicks and bands, basically. And that area needs to go, and that area needs to go, so we just have to flatten that out. Some of that will actually have to end up as a cut. Right, I can see a way in here. We just go to there. And that hopefully completes the circuit, so to speak. I think it does. Yes, it does. Look at that. Good. That means a chunk of opal gets to fight another day, which is good. Admittedly, guys, this is quite a difficult opal to cut. I'm not making bones about that, but the skill itself, not bad. Very nice, very nice. Okay, here we go. That's a tiny little opal. I'll just quickly shape that. It's about half a carat, I'd say. And reducing. So I'd say the success music would come in now. No more kettle drums for me. And he makes that perfect cut. On the 15th take. Okay. Because it's not that great an opal, it's alright. Because it's not that great an opal, I'm not going to... Hello there, Aussie chick. How you doing? My favourite Melbourneian. There we go. Nice one. Oh, come on. You know what to do. Apparently it doesn't know what to do. There you go. Retouch. Retouch off. Retouch on. There we go. Come on. Before I hit my knuckle on this thing. Yeah, I notice you are a bit of a night owl, aren't you, Aussie chick? So, what have we got here? This one and this one, right. So this is the one I'm working on at the moment. Let's have a look what we've got left. We'll zoom in a bit and have a look. More to do with the colour now. Okay, so this side definitely. Just, I think what I'll do is I'll do a lateral cut here. I'll just quickly do the cut here so you can see what's going on. Zing and done. I think that's the right call. Okay, good. Now hopefully it doesn't catch and fling the stone, because I'm in a bit of an awkward position here and I don't like the angles. But that saves me a lot of trouble, that particular piece. I'll have a look and see what that's done. That saved me some trouble. I noticed that I set it really weirdly. Might not be much I can do with that bit. Doesn't matter. For Aussie Chick's benefit, I haven't taken a farouche to this place in a while, so sorry about that. Presentation Garcia. Mental note, green glasses. It's very hard to actually read the text. I'm just waiting for somebody to go, okay, time for a mental note. Okay, after this, I'm just going to shape. No more cutting bits off. Problem with opals is apparently they dig them up like this. I suggested that they return them. They said it's not practical. Whatever that means. Here we go. It is our good friend Adele. Never mind, I'll cut an opal without you. Crap, am I making intro things for all my friends? Hang on for a second, let's just zoom out a bit. There you go. Apparently that's the thing. If you're a regular, you'll get an intro theme. Wonder if that's worth memberships. Who am I kidding? You're going to get an intro theme anyway, so you don't have to member. 12 likes, that's pretty impressive. I'm saying it's roughly a 10% like rate, which is not bad. And I know that Opal Guy's here, and I know that our good friend Aussie Chick's here, and I know that Collaboration of Curiosities is here. Apparently my Opal cutter is not. But the reason why I'm mentioning that is because I'm having a look at my counts, and my counts are good. So I know a few of you have been a bit depressed about numbers recently. Maybe it's a good time to jump back on. We'll see what you can do. I sense a note of bitterness there. Funnily enough, I've actually been doing them a lot earlier recently. I've been trying to include my Australian brethren in the Opal game. But you're not used to it, so... yeah, it's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't things. Okay, smaller than I expected, but not a bad little stone. Hopefully you're seeing that. Zoom right in, see if it gets rid of some of the glare. At this size, there we go. That one will be dropped. It's not worth risking. So let's try and get the rest of this done. We'll have a look at it, see. Hopefully, if we just go straight into that, we'll be able to cut through that other uncoloured patch before we run out of opal. Can't guarantee anything. There's a nice chunk just down here, but oh, that's an interesting thought. Should I cut it that way and hope for the best? Ooh, interesting decision. Let's have a look. Or cut it that way. Okay, vamos todos, or something like that. Da 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 da. Okay. Just having a look. Let's see where we want to slice. Probably. They're very small now, but just so you know. I reckon that's the most safe slice because there's already groove there. So let's do that one. Probably the highest risk cut I've done so far. Zooming out. Oh, hang on, I'll show you what I've done. I think it survived it. Yeah, I think it did. Brilliant. Thanks for the advice, Opal guy. You told me to do two. We'll see what happens because $13 likes already. Wow. Time 42:34. Time is getting away from us. It'll have to be a triangle cut, and it's basically going to be a triangle of faith because I can't see any colour. That isn't to say there isn't any. I've gotten 2 opals out of this tiny little rock so far, so I can't complain. But I would like another one. Time for the tension music again, I think. Bum. 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 And then you go up a semitone, of course. Bum. 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 Down the semitone. You can't stay there forever. Eminem did pretty well just doing 2 semitones, didn't he? Also, Tool, they wrote Sober basically on 2 chords. I heard there was a secret chord that Tool played and the Lord didn't really like it very much because they're rather blasphemous band, don't you know, yeah? It goes like this, they sing about this, oh shit. Corn sound great. Remember when I went to the United States, I went to Nebraska, and they officially inducted me into the Cornhusker, whatever they are. And so that means apparently every 15 seconds I have to go, "Yay, Big Red!" Even though I make fun of it, I really like being there. It's quite fun. You know what? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I think that's a fail. Bing! Alright. Let's have a look. Okay, so the music goes from bomb to... But that's alright. Today we have a lovely opal. And a terrible soundtrack. Written and authorised by Philip for the, I don't know, Dr. Phil Joe for Sydney, New South Wales. Something like that. Copyright MCC XCC MCCXIXX umlaut. I never give an Opal guy his intro. It'd be something like, the Opal guy, he tells me to shut up whenever I start singing goodbye. There you go. Well, this Opal looks really good on paper, and that's the problem. You shouldn't really look at them on paper, you should look at them wet. That's how I feel about this particular one. Oh, James is here. James Vaquet, I think. Sorry if I butchered the name. Yours isn't the toughest name to pronounce. There's this guy called the Opal guy. I think you pronounce it. Okay, the best thing I can do to describe this opal is slightly green. Seeing if you can see any of it. A little bit maybe. So yeah, nice but no cigar. So do I dare invoke Nebraskan opal as in nice place, wouldn't want to stay there? Alright, so here we go. I hope I haven't insulted anyone. So we've got this guy. I'll just show you this guy again. This is the dilemma opals. You can see the cavity in there. So obviously there's one way to go. There is colour behind there, but what is going to happen when I cut that much opal away from it? Anything, basically. Yeah, they should have waited till late, 1,023,000, I think. So here is a challenge. And you see, it's no problem in having the green opal as long as you pick them in the season. Once you see nice seasonal fruit and it's nice and juicy, you can go and cut it away, yeah. you serve it up with some igneous broth and everything's fine. Do you think you'd get that kind of Opal Palpatine? Not from a Jedi. Nice. Okay, that particular Opal just flamed. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stay. Further. Okay. So the more performing section just flamed in that direction behind all of the sound baffles. So I will get it eventually. We'll see what we've got here. Meantime, Opal water has made it all the way up my jacket sleeve. To the shoulder region. In desperation, he hacks away. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? We'll try this side first. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. Yes, indeed, my Dremel tool is haunted. I don't need the centrifugal force. I have the high ground. I don't know who I was trying to imitate then. Don't ask me. I think I was just taking up the role of Darth Stupid there. Whoa! Okay, so there's that problem. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice it along there because it's not worth it. I'm slicing it at a slight angle, hopefully parallel to the face of the Opal here. And that will solve all of our problems. We're nearly up to Magnum Opal time. I think the next one will be Magnum Opal, so we'll see what we can find. I'm kind of content with what's happened thus far, so I'm not really complaining if this one doesn't work out. I think I've got an angle I can pick. Good. So what I'm doing is I'm just working on the back here just to make it nice and flat. for the top stick, and that's what I'm going to do pretty much from here on in. Just giving a few more little juices, make it nice and juicy. There we go. Okay, so zooming in. Not a bad little opal that. Woo, 15 likes. Didn't know when that happened. Oh, come on. There we go. Look, little turquoise. Woo. Yeah. Dr. Phil, the yo-yo opal guy. Right, now. What have we got here? Having a look quickly here. I am now doing the cursory examination for the Magnum Opal. Oh, look at this. We've got this guy left over. As you can see, it's a beautiful shade of blue. Come on. There we go. So where's the... There it is. We'll give this one a bash. I reckon it'll be good. Yeah, back we go. Yeah, come on, back. There we go. There we are. Now, so that sand, it has to go. Goodbye, sand. You are the weakest link. Bye. Now, why am I doing what I'm doing? We're nearly done, so we have the Magnum Opal. And hopefully this will be the Magnum Opal, because I'm really tired and I want to go to bed. Nice little slice there. Managed to preserve most of it. See how we go here. Not quite what I'm after. There we go. And we'll just kind of angle it back. So hopefully we can get this face to show a bit better. Also going to check to see if this faces up that way. I don't think it will. I'm going to have a look with my own eyes. Yeah, I think we're not going to be so lucky for that. I should be so lucky. I should be facing up in the world. I should be so lucky, facing up in the world tonight. I should be so lucky, young and in striking range of the Opal guy. Dark Silkos. Well, dark silicosis, I think is what you're going for, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's one of those transformer robots, so I think I'll be optic subprime. Now, I should be paying attention to people, I'm aware of that, but I'm just magnum opaling away. Here we go. But this is actually turning out quite good, and I'm quite surprised that it's turning out so good. And I'm going, yay, magnum opal. There we go. Opal energy. So this Opal dust is really recharging my chakras right deep in the lungs. Okay, here we go. Good enough, ladies and gentlemen, good enough. In case you're wondering what happens now, don't worry, the show isn't over. It's nearly over, but not really over. I'm going to turn the water off, and that's not going to turn the show off either. We're going to go and see the birds. Gonna see the birds. Bing. That's right, I've still got my Darth Vader helmet on. Look, help me take this mask off. Now go, my son. Leave me. Here's an opal. I got it for you earlier. Pop that away. There we go. You already have your mind about me. Tell your sister you're mine. Who are you looking at, Pony? Looky! She's feeling a lot happier now. Yeah. Hello, Max. I'll take my jacket off and you'll like that even better. Quickly now. Help me take this jacket off. Yoink. Tell you what, that opal water went right up to here and nearly up to about there. Hopeless. All right. Okay. Is that better, Max? Hello. You can come out. Scratchy poo? Yeah, scratchy poo. Scratchy. There you go. You'll see he'll tolerate it for like 15 seconds and he's like, nah, I don't like you anymore. He's actually got some pins right at the top there. Try and show that to you. Right in there, let's have a look at them pins. Can you please be nice to me whilst I do this, Max? There you go, pin feathers. See how they're pink at the base? That means that they're not quite ready to go, but there's a bit of sheathing that I can take off here. There we go. Scratchy poo. There we go. Yeah. Oops, sorry. I think it's alright. As you can see, if you get them at the wrong stage, they're quite sensitive, so... And I do it wrong all the time. Max is very tolerant. Very bitey in other circumstances, but, you know, I can rip his feathers to shreds and cause him great pain. He's like, yeah, what? No problems. Go near me at the wrong time, and yeah, I'm going to bite your finger off. There we go. Yoink. That's the kind of stuff you get off them. The reason why Max is tolerating is because he's molting at the moment and he's getting all sorts of pin feathers. In case you're interested, I'm not sure everyone's seen, but over it there is my solution to birds and their food bowls getting chucked around all the time. Just hollowed out a log, stuck his food in that. Anyone who wants a hollowed out log for their bird, $999.95 plus $15,000 postage and handling. Thank you very much, Dr. Phil out. So, yeah, at any rate. Oh, yeah, General Grievous. Look at me, I have an extra arm and a lightsaber. I can't do that electronic filtered voice. There we go. You're still loving it. Do you want me to give scratch right here? Will that cause issues? Okay, what you're seeing here is the bird equivalent of side eye. To make it absolutely clear, we will call it stink eye. Max and the stink eye. Sounds like a really bad kid's book. See, Max, stink. Stink, Max, stink. Max bites my finger off. Ouch, Max, that hurt. Scratchy poo? Yay. Scratch Max now. Max likes it. Now Max temperamental. There we go. Oh, got a big one there. Oh yeah. I reckon those pimple popping channels, they ain't got nothing on this. There we go. You can get up on there. It's alright. Check this out, by the way. Oh yeah. That's pretty much sums it up, to be honest. Loki, what will we do with you? Nothing. Her side eye is a little bit better. And yes, we have a nice little plaque for her now. Trouble is, Max tries to eat it. Have a look at that. There we go. Oh yeah, you liking that, are you? You liking that? Who here has ever seen a bird ear? There you go. There's a bird ear. They love getting scratched there. Imagine getting a feather stuck in that. That must be nightmarish. Here he comes to eat the sign. And his beak is never quite benign. Maybe benign and a half. Oops, sorry. Yoink. Hello. Boing. You're not, are you? He is. He just can't help himself. Don't eat the sign. He's eating the sign. Why don't you eat your own sign? It's full of vitamin A. Am I reading this correctly, Max, that you're actually responding to my own side eye? You are too. Do you want a scratchy poo? Scratchy poo? Yeah, scratchy poo. Don't bite. Okay. What the hell's going on there, buddy? You gave me the I want to be scratched sign and then you go yoik. Nah. Birds. This bird's quite temperamental, this one is. This one, not as temperamental, but mostly mental. There you go. There you go. Nice little birdie. Alright, what have we got here? What have we got here, Loki? Can you explain? I will open cage and explain. Yoink. Tink. Boom. Grabbeth. Pecky peck, peck, peck. Alright, well. Splat. Don't, Loki. Here she is. It is the pony. Have you got anything to say to us, Pony? Hang on. There you go. Maybe I'll just do it this way. Come on. There we go. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Then they won't make me make wallets. I don't make you make wallets. It's handbags. Besides, your feathers are perfect pillows. Gee. These guys, no appreciation. Ain't that right, Loki? All right, well, like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't already. And you actually want to. I'm not your mum. At least I don't think I am. Are you there, Mum? Don't know. All right. Have a lovely evening, guys. Like and subscribe if you want to. And the only thing that's left to tell you is that you should have an absolutely fantastic day, night, I don't know, Carpathian year, Julian calendar, who cares? See you guys around. Dr. Phil out. Good work, guys.